Bang! Slap! Kapow! Boom! Tickle, tickle! We are back. That's right. We're live again. I'm always shocked when my watch page turns on, even though I know it's going to happen. Gets me every time. All right. So, who do we got here in the house? Got Straw Hat Lucas RMA coming right out of the gate with some of my subject matter, trying to get ahead of what I'm talking about here. He says Alex Jones equals controlled opposition shill. Well, I absolutely have to agree. I've said it many times, and tonight I'm going to be proving more of exactly what this guy just said. What channel were you before this? Because I don't remember making that name a moderator. So did you recently change your name? Because now I'm wondering how you became a moderator, because I don't recognize your name at all. Shady David D. LaFleur says, "What's up, Jake?" Or, as some of you would say, "What's up?" What? What the hell just happened? Who are you? What is this? What the heck is going on? Just kidding. Or am I? Okay. Yeah. Anyone new here? That's just like a thing that we do sometimes. Well, it's a thing I do sometimes. And the reason is because if I don't do it, then nobody else will. So I like to do it sometimes. And that's my reason, and I'm sticking to it. Hi, Jonah, and all the Jake and friends. Hi to Rose Bell. She says that's the best What's Up. Was it? I've done several now. We could do a top 10 Jake's best What's Up video, but not today. I got better things lined up. You guys, Alex Jones went viral. Have you heard the news? He went forced viral. You know, going viral means they shove a video clip down everyone's throat. They make sure everyone sees it by just shoving a video clip right up your ass. So, we got Alex Jones giving me some wonderful material, challenging me in my impression of him. I have not yet, or I hadn't yet, learned how to cry as Alex Jones. So now I've added Alex Jones crying to my repertoire. So you guys are going to get a lot of Alex Jones impressions tonight, being he is going to be the first topic that we talk about. All right. Oh, yes. You haven't seen it yet? Well, I was hoping some of you haven't seen it yet, but we're going to see it. John just says, football? No, no football tonight. Sorry, John. Yes, alligator tears. The tears of a clown. All right. The Farn's office says Alex Jones is a super fake crybaby. All right. So everybody's spilling in here to the comment section. We'll go ahead and start with our first Alex Jones clip of the night. All right. Tom N coming in with a donation says, all this media and politics are controlled opposition. Mostly sports, all media, all politics, all major religion, and Alex Jones. Oh, total controlled opposition. We are in election season, so a lot of stuff is geared around towards getting people to pick a side. And of course, Alex Jones is basically pro-Trump. And he's basically what the mainstream media would consider a far alt-right conspiracy theorist, which makes him alternative, media. And so if you're part of the alternative media and you're talked about by the mainstream media, that still makes you a puppet on the world stage. So if you are truly censored and shadow banned, they wouldn't talk about you. You wouldn't be able to go viral. And you couldn't just like pretend to cry and all of a sudden go viral unless there's a ton of money behind it and they want you to go viral. Because to go viral means all the platforms and all the mainstream media news outlets all start funneling the same video to everyone, making sure as many people see it as possible. And that doesn't happen if they don't want you to be seen. So this whole notion like Alex Jones is under some sort of censorship is basically it's bullshit. Because if they really want to censor you, they'll just shadow ban the shit out of you. And they won't talk about you in the mainstream media at all. There'll be a policy basically where no one's allowed to even bring you up. All right. So, you guys ready to jump in? And away we go.
Like, folks, on my soul, I'm not a drama queen, okay? I don't sit here and tell you we're on our death doorstep without it happening. Like, we are literally under attack, folks. So, Owen?
Well, I think if they do come and padlock the doors tonight, it'll just be the biggest news story in a crazy week. I think there's going to be a bit of a teeter-totter.
It's wild, man.
And then I think after that, the next big thing, then they'll probably padlock. That's kind of how I feel the shift is going to happen.
Yeah, it's wild, man. I love the crew. And I don't just say that. Like, I think of the crew as like me. Like, that's my arm. It's like, well, this guy, I love this guy. I love this girl.
Like decommissioning the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, it's like, it's mine. That's mine.
But they get the Millennium Falcon back eventually, Alex.
I'm so pissed off. I'm trying to cry as a fake thing, man. I'm so sick of these people. All we're trying to do is save America, and they're fucking us over and over again. And it's just so sick. It's sick. It's sick. And I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave because it's going to be over, folks. And I'll come back bigger than ever, but it's like my baby, and I'm watching them rape it because they're fucking assholes. You fucking pussies, man. So I'm going to release a fucking video. I'm going to release a fucking audio on you. I'll get you, motherfucker. You better fucking be sorry about that. Go ahead.
I don't know how you follow that.
I'm just telling you, man, I am not taking it lying down. I don't know how to do it. I'm not built to suck your dick. I'm not built to I'm built for war, motherfucker. And I will not fucking bow to you. I will fucking, god damn you fucking assholes, man. I'm a fucking son of a bitches. Fucking assholes. Who's up next?
All right, folks, let's go to Dan Ball. Dan Ball.
I mean, come on, guys, give it up. That was one of his best performances to date, possibly ever. Come on. And that's just one clip. There's a few others, but wow. Wow. I don't know about you guys, but that added like a new depth to my impression. Now, whenever I do an impression, now I can just slip into a bunch of cuss words and grumbles. Oh, it makes me so sad. I'm about to cry right now. I'm holding back my tears because of these fucking goddamn cock-sucking motherfucking titty-sucking two-ball bitch ping-pong pussy little son of a snitch motherfucker. So now it's like, oh, thank you for giving me this new depth to my impression of you, sir. I appreciate it. Like he thinks he's going to out Alex Jones me by being a more ridiculous version of himself. Oh, two can play at that game, sir. I'm going to be a more ridiculous version of you at all times, okay? My impression will never be less ridiculous than the real thing. Otherwise, it won't be as amazingly funny. You guys ready? That's probably like just a hint of what we're going to be doing for the first hour here. Pretty much what we're going to do for the next hour. It's going to hurt my throat too. I'm going to do esophagus damage tonight. It does not feel good to talk like this. And if I really want to pretend like I'm angry and sad, oh, it's going to hurt, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to blow out my voice for you for the sake of comedy and entertainment. And we got a funny comment on screen that I haven't read yet. It says, if Trump really got a felony, I would suck off Michelle Obama on a public YouTube channel. Tom, everybody, giving me money and saying that means he's pretty confident that the trial is fake and the charges are fake. And you know what? I agree, sir. The trial, the charges, total bullshit to get right-wingers to rally behind Trump. And it worked like a charm. They're throwing money at the man's feet. And a lot of the reason you're seeing Alex Jones do what he's doing is because right-wingers are rallying behind Trump. And so now Alex Jones is like, they could come shut me down at any minute. They might come in here and raid us any moment, shut us down, censor us forever. Make me so sad. Right? Try and get extreme alt-right wingers to rally behind him. Very easy to spot. So it's the same thing that they've done to dupe the Trumpers, just on a much more extreme and grandiose and ridiculous level. Understand? All right.
It's mine. That's mine.
But they get the Millennium Falcon back eventually, Alex.
I'm so pissed off. I'm trying to cry as a fake thing, man. I'm so sick of these people. All we're trying to do is save America, and they're fucking us over and over again. And it's just so sick. It's sick. It's sick. And I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave because it's going to be over, folks. And I'll come back bigger than ever, but
I want to leave. I'll come back bigger than ever. See, so it's like Trump coming back. Alex is going to come back against all odds, against, being censored and kicked off of this platform. He's going to rise from the ashes. Like Trump's going to rise from the ashes of being found guilty in this fake TV court case. And he's going to be the president. And Alex Jones is going to rise from the ashes of his show fictitiously being shut down at any moment. Yeah. See? Basically playing the same storyline as with Trump. Oh, the world's out to get Trump. The man's out to stop Trump. So you got to rally behind him. And he's going to rise from the ashes. once more. So he's kind of playing the exact same card, just on a much more extreme level. Look at this. See? Ah, yes. Very much real tears, real crying.
So sick. It's sick. It's sick. And I don't want to leave. I want to leave because it's going to be over, folks. And I'll come back bigger than ever, but it's like my baby and I'm watching them rape it because they're fucking assholes.
I'm so sad. It's making me so sad what they're doing to my show. My show's like my little baby, and it makes me want to eat my neighbor's ass. All right. You know what I'll do? I'll eat my neighbor's ass, and I'm going to shield myself, my neighbor's ass. What I'm going to do. You better watch out. I'm fixing to cut after you, sucker. God damn. It makes me so angry. Got a donation coming in from Will H. Says, if I had a felony conviction, let alone 34, would McDee's hire me $20 an hour, or CEO? Please break this down, J.A. So I could probably make a whole nother video or make a whole topic out of like how fast food prices are going up because the minimum wage keeps going up, and then food prices across the board go up, and then people can't afford to eat at fast food. So now there's a bunch of people bitching that they can't afford the fast food. And it's like, well, good. Go cook yourself some food at home and save some money, you idiot. And you'll eat more healthy and you'll save money. Like you can buy a bag of potatoes and like some ground meat and like stretch that out. Even though it's not a glorious diet, it's far superior to McDonald's, right? So I would argue that, like, you know, things like a bag of potatoes, bag of rice, and some ground meat, you can make those into entire meals, and it's not exciting, but you can flavor it with different spices and stuff, and you're still going to be eating better than going to fast food. And I would argue that the cook time isn't really that big of a difference because you can cook a huge ass batch and eat on it for days. And so basically people wanting to eat at fast food and shit, like, dude, I'm glad the prices are super high because it's going to deter people from eating it and go back to just like cooking cheap meals themselves, right? So anyone bitching about the price at McDonald's, don't fucking eat there no more. You know? All right. We got our first clip out of the way. We'll check out our second AJ clip. Here's one where he lets out a war cry. AJ's war cry. I can tell when I do this impression, it's going to really blow out my throat, but it's going to be worth it.
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, can you muster a war cry?
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
My voice will completely go into this, but it's fine. It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack. We're gonna beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Muster a war cry.
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
Just before he goes into his war cry, he says it's a big joke. And his co-worker correspondent, whatever the fuck his name is, says, "It is, but it isn't." Well, what does that mean? So they're basically telling you that this is a big fucking joke. Oh, it is, but it isn't. Yeah, but it is. Gideon says Alex Jones thinks Muslims run the Federal Reserve, anything but the juicy ones. Exactly. According to Alex Jones, it's the globalists who are the evil ones. All right, one more time. Let's hear that war cry. Rally the troops, AJ. Rally those troops.
My voice will completely go. It's fine. It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack. We're gonna beat these people. I try to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
Can you muster a war cry?
It's been a hard fight. These people hate our children.
I'm totally getting upset right now, and I think I'm totally gonna cry right now. I'm so upset. Oh, boo, boo, hoo, oh, they're hurting them children. Oh, they're trying to keep Trump from saving them children. Oh, make me so sad. Boo, make me so goddamn sad. You know what I'm fixing to do? Fixing to eat my neighbor's ass. I'm fixing to eat my lefty liberal neighbor's ass because I'm so sad, so angry and sad. I'm sadgry. I'm sangry. Goddamn motherfucking sucking on a dick titty flicking flacking mother sucking frocka ricka racking titty motherfucker sucking goddamn. I think that should suffice so far as being one of the best current Alex Jones crying impressions. All right. Tom N says everything in this world completely revolves around population control and overall general control. This is how the dollar works. We are all doing whatever our government wants us to do, get more dollars to live a comfy life. Yeah, man, it's a rat race. And, if you don't participate in the race, then you can end up basically homeless on Skid Row. And if you've had a look at what that looks like, that doesn't look like much fun. So it's basically like they force you to participate in their rat race. And it's like extremely difficult, becomes more increasingly difficult to stay ahead and like not try and keep up with the Joneses, not try and worry about like, buying things you don't need and stuff like that. But it's like even just surviving, just trying to get by is getting increasingly difficult. And it's all by design because, the people at the tippity top, money's just being funneled to them. So they don't have any problems with inflation and shit like that. Inflation only bothers those people, who are waiting on their next paycheck and shit. People at the tippity top, who like created the money, well, they're not worried about inflation. In fact, they designed it that way. All right. Gotta love Alex Jones for helping me evolve my impression of him to involve crying now. So now I can like dare the audience. You want me to do it? I'm fixing to do it. Don't make me do it. If you dare me to do it, I might do it. Fixing to cry right now because I'm so sad. You don't want me to do it? I'll do it. If you double dog dare me, you triple dog dare me, God damn it, I'll do it. I'll cry. I'll cry right now. Because I'm so sad about what these globalists is doing to the children. They already turned the frogs gay. That made me sad. But this is making me freaking sadder. Whew. Phew. All right. Yet to mimic that sort of intensity, like makes my blood pressure rise. It messes up my esophagus. Basically, not a good way to be. But in the name of comedy, it must be done. I will live and I will heal. I'll have to take a few days off to recover after tonight, of course, but needed to be done. Hey, good idea. How about everybody hit the like button right now and show me some love and support if you're out there. I'd appreciate that. How many likes am I up to so far? Let me check the official count. 141. Let's get it up to 200. We've got over 400 people watching. So let's get over 200 likes right now. I'm holding the stream hostage. All right. How's that? I'm going to hold the stream hostage until we get 200 thumbs up. Got to make it happen. Got to show this algorithm who's boss. And you know what algorithms like? They like you hitting the thumbs up. That's what they like. Well, that was quick and easy. It says 200 on my end, so you guys followed directions very well. We shall continue. Folks, I appreciate you rallying behind me. They might come in here at any minute and try and shut me down. They could. I think the government's fixing to come in here and shut me down, just like they're shutting down Donald Trump, trying to keep him from being president. Right now, they're trying to keep Trump out of office, those lousy globalist bastards. And they might come in right now and shut me down. So I think you know what you need to do. You need to hit the like button, all right? You need to send me your motherfucking money. That's what you need to do, all right? They might come in at any minute, all right? But if I got a shitload of money, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll decide not to come in. I don't know. Hoping for the best. Keeping my fingers crossed. Whew. All right. I think I got one more Alex Jones clip for you. One more time with this right here.
I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight.
I'm just trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight. Oh, his voice changed a bit right there. He had to tell us that he's not being dramatic. Oh, you're not being dramatic? Oh, okay. So he started this clip by saying like it's a joke. And then now he's like, I'm not trying to be dramatic. Oh, you're not trying to be dramatic? Is that what that was? That's him not trying to be dramatic, you guys. Oh, okay. Glad he let us know he's not trying to be dramatic. I wonder what it would look like if he wanted to be dramatic. All right. Got one more clip from AJ. Tom N coming in with a donation says, sometimes I wish I was stupid and happy. Well, all you got to do is buy a big truck and then jack it up as far off the ground as you can, and then put as many Trump flags on it and Trump decals as you can, and then go like ride around saying like, let's go Brandon everywhere you go. And if you do that, I'm pretty sure you can like trick yourself into like being a sheeple again and like go back into that ignorance is bliss state to that where when Trump comes back as president, then you can trick your mind into being really happy and you'll get like 4 years of just eternal bliss. But the downside is when President The Rock Dwayne Johnson and Vice President Oprah take over, then you have to bitch and moan for the next 4 to 8 years about how much better it was when you were living under Trump and how much less things cost and how much better the economy was. That's what Trumpers love to do, is talk about how much better things used to be. All right. All that glitters is old, says Jake. I am so embarrassed. I used to watch and believe this clown. Your show rocks, buddy. Are you referring to Trump or AJ? Probably AJ in this case. Yeah, a lot of people fell for him back in the day. And so it's understandable if, like, back in, 2010, 11, 12 range, 13, whatever, it's like pre-flat earth, let's say, if you were still falling for AJ, it makes sense. But then once flat earth stuff and fake space stuff came out and you could find out, okay, all the space missions are fake, and Alex Jones doesn't really touch that or go into it. And then the fact he attached himself to just the Sandy thing, we'll call it, and he doesn't attach himself to any of the other staged bang bang events. He doesn't ever break down or talk about the other staged bang bang events. He attached himself to the one event. Just very suspect. So once you figure it out, then it should be easy to spot now that this guy's a total clown show, right? So now it's just like a source of entertainment for myself and a way for me to improve my impression of him at this point. I don't know. If that makes sense. Thank you, all that glitters is old, for your donation, and everyone who's donated so far. I appreciate you guys. Let me make sure I didn't miss any chats. I have a tendency to do that. Oh yeah, I read that one from Tom. Okay, one coming in from OJ and Toothpaste. Says, I showed my dad your Trump VAXX video, and he was making excuses. Every Trumpster does. Well, he did promote the VAXX, yeah, but he said you have your freedom. So therefore, that means you have your freedom to not take it. But, he was just promoting it because he had to. He was trying to trick them Democrats into taking their own poison, and it worked. They done took their own poison. He's a genius for tricking them Democrats. You see how the media's talking trash about him, and they're trying to make him be found guilty of all this bullshit. And that's why they're trying to keep him from being president right now. That's why you should vote for him, because they're trying to keep him from being president. If they say Orange Man bad, that means Orange Man good. Understand? Yeah. TV done told me Orange Man bad so many times. That's how I know how good he is. They say Orange Man bad, I know Orange Man good. That's how that shit works right there. They say he's found guilty. That means I'm going to vote twice as hard. I'm going to get all my dead relatives to vote this time. We're going to make sure he wins this time. We're going to cheat and stuff the ballot box this time. Ain't no fucking way. We're going back to Joe Biden. But Jake, are you saying Joe Biden is a better choice? No, Joe Biden has been replaced by imposter actors and works for the same evil shitbags that Trump works for. Just in case anyone's wondering. All right. See how I went there? Did I go there? Does any comic go there like I just went there? I bet they don't. And let me tell you something. The reason that they found me guilty of all these fictitious crimes that frankly I don't even know what the hell they're talking about is they're trying to keep me out of my Oval Office, all right? They don't want to see me walking into my Oval Office and picking up Joe by his scruffy little neck and looking him right in his beady little eyes and saying, Joe, get the hell out of my office. You're fired. And I'm going to kick his ass right out into the middle of Washington, D.C., where, frankly, whatever the hooligans and the thugs want to do with him, I will turn a blind eye, all right? I am the rightful owner to the Oval Office, and I deserve to get back into my home where I belong as the rightful owner and leader and Lord and Savior of this galaxy. Biff Tannen, that is me. Trump, do you agree? That's right, Trump 2024, all the way. Woof. Okay. Gideon coming in with a donation says, who knew a WWF Hall of Famer Trump would have the biggest kayfabe at an international level? Yeah, you know, after we saw Arnold become governor of California, Jesse Ventura, a governor of, what was it, Minnesota or whatever it was. To me, it's like that was the next level, is Trump making it to office. So now Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, becoming a future president won't be that extreme. So when I've said that, people will scoff and laugh, but Dwayne The Rock Johnson is massively popular and could steal the Democrat vote in a future election slash selection. If he was propped up correctly, he could get the people to actually rally behind him. And since the whole thing is fake, he could easily just get selected and they could push whatever lefty liberal agendas they want under his reign for a good 8 years. And when I say Oprah as his vice president, I'm halfway joking, but you get the idea. Somebody like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is now set up to be a future president, and they had to bridge that gap with Trump. See? So instead of boring old guys, now you had some basically TV star, movie star become president and could become president again, which will set up, of course, The Rock becoming president in the future. All right. Tom says, I feel like I want to throw up every time I hear about American politics being real. It is the dumbest acting show I've ever heard of. And so many millions of people fall for it, hook, line, and sinker, and make excuses for their chosen puppet. Sad thing is, we are a small, very minute fraction of people who know that it's fake and bullshit. And to be outnumbered by the millions and millions and millions, to be so far outnumbered, there's nothing I can do but make jokes and laugh, you know? Like, there ain't no way we're going to get enough people to, like, realize that both sides are totally fake and it's all a big show. So many people believe in this big show. Furthermore, people believe in fake football still. And a lot of people care about fake football more than politics. So, man, we're just double screwed all the way around when you really look at it. Make sure I didn't miss any super chats. A couple from Tom. Thanks, Tom, for the super chats tonight. I appreciate that, buddy. I did a video about Trump being a WWE wrestler years back, and how him and Vince McMahon were in a pretend feud against each other. Okay. I think I got one more Alex Jones video, and then we can move on to another clip where he, Eddie Bravo, and David Weiss from the controlled flat earth cult, David Weiss and Eddie Bravo and Alex Jones, all going to goof off and screw around over some globe, coming up soon.
I've been gaslit. I've had secret federal filings follow me that I'm committing crimes, referred to the Justice Department, which of course wasn't true. We'd already filed it in federal court months before. They didn't even check this shit. If you're going to frame somebody and lie about them to damn federal court, with the know it's already filed in damn court, you bastard. So you. And anybody else that tries to go on your you want war, you got it. I told you one more lie, and I was going to do this, all right? I've been under attack. I've been gaslit. I've had secret federal filings follow me that I'm committing crimes, referred to the Justice Department.
He has not been under attack. Y'all, if you type in Alex Jones Cries, you'll find mainstream media videos, random people on TikTok and Twitter and YouTube reacting to him, talking about him. The dude went viral for pretending to cry badly. Let me say that again. The dude went forcibly viral, as in we were forced to see these videos across multiple platforms, basically, because he pretended to cry terribly and ridiculously. Gideon says, Richie from Boston for president in 2024. You see what I'm saying or don't? I'm out.
I've been saying for many, many years that I would actually make a fantastic president. I would run this world way better than any one of these clowns that you've seen in office so far. I would get rid of the Chinese drones that have invaded our beautiful country in swarms. I don't even go back to my house in Boston because there's so many damn Chinese drones always swarming around the damn place. That's why I'm constantly driving around in my overlander trying to escape the swarms of the Chinese drones. And at any rate, you would see these Chinese drones get extinguished and exterminated rapidly if I was your president. However, I don't see how that's going to happen because I'm sitting here vaping in my truck and I'm not even a candidate in this current election. So I don't know how I'm even going to stand a chance. So there is that and there is this. Please like, share, and subscribe or don't. I am out.
Whew. There you go. A little off the cuff Richie from Boston. I don't know if that made me want to vote for him any more or less. It's like Alex Jones and Richie are similar, right? You got to kind of go to a similar place.
We actually have a correspondent, a brand new correspondent here for InfoWars. Richie from Boston. Richie, are you there? Yes, Alex, I'm here. Currently vaping away in my truck, looking up at the sky with my windows up in my overlander. I'm afraid of these damn chemtrails. All right, they loaded up the sky with chemtrails. Richie, we're not allowed to talk about chemtrails. We need to stick to business. Are you worried that Trump's not going to come back? I am and I am not, because personally, I think I would be a better president.
Whew. There you go. Oh, fuck, nah, he didn't. Oh, fuck, yes, he did. All right. Suzette said David Weiss did a terrible job on AJ's show. Well, that is a good segue into the next video. Exactly that. Do we got any fans of Eddie Bravo or David Weiss in the house? Any fans of Eddie Bravo or David Weiss in the house? Don't be shy. Or should you be shy? Perhaps you might want to be shy. Any fans of Eddie Bravo or David Weiss in the hizzy? Glenn Bordeaux says, Richie from Boston, the best, thanks. Oh, no problem. I appreciate that. Thank you, buddy, for the donation. My throat's feeling a little scratchy, but I think I can hold out for a few more. Then I'll just have to baby my voice tomorrow. Got a donation with no message attached from SGD Galvez. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the super chat donations. You guys are awesome. Best audience on YouTube. All right, let's keep the fun times rolling here. Time to goof off around the globe, featuring Eddie Bravo, David Weiss, and the one and only Alex Jones, y'all.
Oh, my baby, my globe, my sweetie cake. Oh, I love the globe. Oh, those flat others are so bad. Eddie Bravo's not around.
Wake the fuck up! Oh, God! Wake the fuck up! Wait, what is this, Alex? Wait, I'm sorry. Oh my God! Alex! It is round! Oh my God! How come you didn't tell me? What did you get this? What? I've been lied to. It's round. Oh my God, I'm so.
All right, who sees what I see? All right, somebody point it out. Tell me what you see. What pops out? Come on, y'all. Who sees what I see? Somebody point out the symbol that pops out to you. Bingo. You got me. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yep. I see that triangle right there on his shirt being flashed, and they're doing this stupid thing to start out the video. This little, I don't know if you want to call it a skit. It's not going to be funny. Like, if you see Eddie Bravo and Alex Jones like goofing off around the globe, like, they're not going to be able to improv anything truly funny. It's going to be ridiculously cringy. And that it's scripted to be ridiculously cringy. Only a moron would find any of what they're going to do funny. And I'm going to prove it. All right, here we go.
Sorry, Alex. I'm
It's
so
okay,
sorry.
it's okay.
I'm so sorry.
The proof's real. See? Look at that. And that's real too. Now get over here and tell us how it's flat.
It's flat. No, it's round. I give up. It's round.
No, I agree.
It's
It's
round.
flat. Fuck it. And Joe Biden won the election. Fuck you. God damn.
There we go. Nice.
God damn this fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Yeah, come on, play soccer. Come on. Yeah. We're doing it right now.
It is round.
Throw it at me.
I was wrong.
Throw it at me.
Ah!
Yeah.
Why?
Watch this. We'll defeat it. Hold on. We're defeating it right now. Look at that son of a bitch. Just pulled out a control panel. Damn it. Down with the earth. Biden is president. Down with Trump. Ah!
Well, you know what's funny is years ago, I called both these guys shillbags, Eddie Bravo and David Weiss. And I'm like, you guys, they're on Team Evil. They're bad guys. They're shills. And people had the audacity to say to me, I'm just jealous of their success, that I'm just causing division. And now, here it is, vindication. I love being proven right. I love being proven right. And one of the things I love more than being proven right is saying, I told you so. You think I would get sick of saying I told you so, but I don't. I don't get sick of saying I told you so. I told you these guys were shills. I fucking told you. I told you this years ago. You can find the videos still on my channel. I've said years ago, these motherfuckers are on Team Evil. And there they all are. birds of a feather, or rather shills of a feather, flock together. Say it with me now. Shills of a feather flock together. They cross promote and cross pollinate each other. David Weiss, the controlled elitist flat earther who sells the flat earth tracking app, hanging out with the crazy buddy of Joe Rogan, who brought up the crazy flat earth topic, acting a fool around the globe with Alex Jones, the mainstream media's favorite quote unquote conspiracy theorist to attack. I mean, look at them all. Does that make you think that the topic that they're bringing up is serious and important? So when these guys talk about a topic like the flat earth, do you really think they're going to bring up, the best globe earth debunks and the best proof that space missions are being fake? Or are they going to goof off, screw around, lead you in circles? Make the idea seem stupid if you're on the fence about the earth not being a globe. They make it look stupid. And at the same time, they control the flat earther side. If you do jump on board with them, now they got you following a shillbag who hangs out with Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo. So now all the people who've supported David Weiss over the years are having to make excuses for why their flat earth hero was acting a fool on the Alex Jones InfoWars program. Rose says my comment censored. What? I didn't censor anybody because I'm sitting here talking, so I don't know how your comment would have got censored. Yeah. So you see the way they started that video right there. And Eddie Bravo acting a fool, saying, "It is round! Oh my God! I totally didn't know!" Right? I do a little bit of an Eddie Bravo impression. Joe, I'm not kidding, man. You should look into the flat earth, man. It's like totally flat and like the Illuminati, they're lying and stuff, man. Bro, you should check it out. Eddie, you're crazy, man. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the crazy flat earth with you. No, Joe, I'm serious, bro. It's like the Illuminati, it's like they're lying and stuff, man. You should check it out, man. Now I'm starting to almost sound a little bit like Cheech. Yeah, man, I customize it myself, man. You should check out the flat earth, man. Oh, it's far out, man. I don't know. I think maybe it might be a globe, man. No, man, no, it's a flat earth, man. Yeah, we could smoke a joint and talk all about the flat earth, man. You think it's a globe, but I think it's flat, man. No. All right. Wow. One impression leads me into the next impression that kind of sounds like that last impression. Holy shit. All right. I did not expect to go into Cheech and Chong. That just happened organically. It was an organic Cheech and Chong impression, not GMO. All right. Got a super chat coming in. Super chat coming in from Badger with the super chat. He says, all I can see now half the time I see Biden is Dana Carvey. Freaking nuts, man. Yeah, Dana Carvey in my book has played the role at least once, most likely many times. But I don't think he plays it full time. I think they purposely have had multiple people play the role to throw everyone off the scent and see what they can truly get away with. And they have CGI Joes, and they have really bad CGI Joes that if you look up CGI Joe Biden video, you'll find the one where he's got big bulging eyes where it totally looks CGI. And so they have like examples to like throw you off to where you go, oh, that's a fake AI one. But the other ones are the real Joe Bidens. You see what I'm saying? So they've basically got, I think, several different men passing around the Joe Biden mask and CGI Joe. And they've convinced the majority of people that, like, that's still the same guy who was vice president under Obama. It's clearly not the same dude anymore. once you get familiar with CIA masks, then you can kind of see the way like the skin bunches up in certain areas on his head, on his back, at certain angles. You can like it pops out at you. And it does look like Dana Carvey in a mask in a lot of cases. And Being's Dana Carvey does a masterful Joe Biden impression. Like, if he was to take it serious and have that mask on, then he is Joe Biden. All right, OJ and Toothpaste says, what does Hank and Bobby Hill think of Flat Earth? Okay, let me see if I can put this one together for you.
Hey, Dad, I heard some kids talking about at school that the Earth might be flat.
Bobby, I don't ever want to hear you say something as damn retarded as the Earth might be flat in this house. Bobby, I want you to go to your room and think about what you just said.
Dad, it was just a question.
Bobby, I said go to your room right now. Peggy, do you know what our son just said? He asked if the Earth was flat. There you go. Little Hank and Bobby Hill for you, as best as I could on the spot.
Hey, Dad, are you going to vote for Joe Biden?
Damn it, Bobby, you're grounded for a week. Now, Bobby, if you talk like that again, I'm fixing to take off my belt. Okay, let's get back to this nonsense on screen, shall we?
See, it's real. It's round.
I
Eddie.
know, Alex. I know.
You were wrong to hit me. You're sorry.
I fucked up. I didn't know this existed. Oh my God, this proves it.
You.
What have I done?
What have you done? Eddie, wake the fuck up! Stop it! God.
Don't ever question Flat Earth again, okay?
I won't.
You know I love you.
It's flat.
There you go.
And Donald Trump's guilty.
I fucking told you.
My president is Joe Biden.
I told you. I fucking told you it was flat.
You did. It's
So now he's flip-flopping on Trump in a joking matter and saying Trump is guilty and his president is Joe Biden and the earth is flat. See how he stuck those two things together? Earth flat with Joe Biden is my president, Trump guilty. Oh, nice little swerve attempt there, bro. And then you have Eddie Bravo mucking it up on screen with him. Yeah, it's all a big joke. See how they muddy the water of the topic of the Earth not being a globe? In my opinion, it's kind of a serious deal that we're lied to about the place that we live, this realm that we live in, because it's not what they told us. And they take measures to muddy the waters, like with these two goons, right? So now when he brings up this topic, he's associating it in a joking matter with Joe Biden. So they really steer the topic right into the shitter right away. And they take all the steam out of it to where there's no possible chance you're going to sit there and be swayed by any flat earth info or any info that space is fake or the earth not a globe after you were set up with this intro.
flat.
You don't fucking believe me.
It's flat. Don't visit drjonesnaturals.com. The flat earth will expose it. When you visit drjonesnaturals.com, you'll find amazing brain boost nootropics like Top Brain. It's incredible, but it's
But wait, guys, got some lab-made chemical powders here.
You want something good for your brain? I got me a lab-made chemical powder. It's good for your brain and your male vitality. It's going to make you have a boner that won't never go away. Do you want yourself a boner that won't never go away? Some people would say that's a medical emergency, but I say it's a damn good time. Yeah.
All right. Gotta love it, right? Gotta push the brain powder right after you comedically shit all over the flat earth topic. All right. Check it out, y'all. If you look up the age of Alex Jones, it's said that he's only 50 years old. I don't know. In my opinion, this is one of the dead giveaways that it's Bill Hicks, is this right here. 50? He seems a little older. I'm 40 and he's 50? What do you guys think? Doesn't he look to be, I don't know, at least 60? Now let's check the birth date of Bill Hicks. So we got February 11, 1974 for Alex Jones, so 74. And then when we go to Bill Hicks, we got 1961. So 62 years old. What do you guys think? Does Alex Jones look like he's 50, or does he look like he's 62 years old? Let me bring him back up. 50-year-old man or a 62-year-old man? You know, I got to say, it looks like it's getting harder to hide his age. He's looking every bit like a 60-year-old man now and not a 50-year-old man. And in my opinion, this is kind of the giveaway that is Bill Hicks. Now, I know some people look older than others, but just saying, when you look up Bill Hicks' age, he's 12 years, 13 years older. So that kind of looks about right. And my final piece of evidence, we're gonna watch an old interview, a little clip from Bill Hicks, and I want to point out some of the things that remind me of Alex Jones, some of the resemblances, similarities, and some of the differences. All right. So this interview gives me like the most Alex Jones vibes out of the ones that I've seen and remember. This Bill Hicks interview from 1992 is the one that gives me the most Alex Jonesy vibes of all. Okay, so first off, the voice is different, right? And so I would argue that I talk like this, but I can also talk like this. And so I would also argue, furthermore, that you could possibly surgically mess with somebody's vocal cords and permanently make their voice more scratchy. So imagine if he permanently has his voice to sound the way it does because of some sort of vocal cord alteration. You understand? Like you surgically mess up somebody's vocal cords
And then they talk like that all the time.
You see what I'm saying? Another thing, people will say, oh, the teeth are different. Well, people can have, dental implants and stuff. And so there's going to be slight differences, but there's some similarities that jump out to me. The fact that he was a touring comedian who was edgy and had some unique takes, who fit the bill of being a controlled opposition conspiracy theorist. So I just get a Alex Jones vibe, even though I know the voice isn't the same. It's not going to look or sound exactly like him. But if you go back to 1992, this definitely, there's a strong chance that this is Alex Jones. I can't say for sure, but I lean more towards it being him than I don't. But even if I'm wrong and if he's not Bill Hicks, Alex Jones is controlled opposition no matter what. So I can't state that enough. I'm not 100% sure that he is Bill Hicks. I think it is. But if I'm wrong, Alex Jones 100% is controlled opposition and an actor and a puppet on the world stage, regardless of whether he's Bill Hicks or not. You can see from this clip, he's pretty witty, has comedic timing, not afraid to be on camera, comfortable with his words. So this is a trained individual. Those answers and everything he did, the looks on his face, that's not somebody who's like new to all this or is nervous, unsure of themselves. No, see, he has quite the confidence, even way back then. So an actor like that, a comedic talent like that, if given the role to be Alex Jones permanently, I think there's more than enough evidence there if you go digging that could be a strong possibility. Shady says over 500 in the chat. Hit the like button for Jake. That's right. Hit the like button. I'm going to have to hold the damn stream hostage again if you guys don't hit the like button enough times. Let me see how many I have. Get the official like count. I have 321. Let's get it up to 400 likes. 520 watching. 400 likes. Make it happen right now. I'm holding y'all hostage. Thank you, David, for the donation and the suggestion to hold the stream hostage for some likes. I appreciate that, buddy. Now, you didn't suggest that, but I did. Get them up, get them up, get the likes up, get the likes up right now. What? Gotta hit the fucking like button right now. Gonna have a party. Let me show you how. Hit the like button. What? Hit the like button like a fat and juicy slut. Yeah. I just made up that dope rhyme right now. Super fresh. We're almost there. 373. Feeling good. We can make it happen, though. 400 likes. Come on. We're almost there. I want you to rally behind me like a Trump supporter rallies behind Trump. They're about to shut me down right now. They could come in here at any minute and shut me down. I swear they found me guilty because they're trying to keep me from being president. Same thing's happening with me. They're trying to keep me from getting 400 thumbs up. So that's how you know I need to have 400 thumbs up, because they're trying to keep me from it. The man doesn't want me to have 400 thumbs up. So that means you should want me to have 400 thumbs up. It should be your life's goal for me to be 400 thumbs up or more, because the man totally doesn't want that to happen. And they might bust in at any moment, shut me down. Is this working? Looks like it's working. 393. We're so close. 7 more thumbs up. And we've reached our goal. If we reach our goal, I will do some more impressions and we'll keep the party going. But if not, then I'm going to shut this shit down forever myself. Or the cops might come in at any moment and shut it down. Or the government, or Joe Biden, or Joe Rogan. I don't know, somebody. Somebody might shut this shit down if we don't get 400 thumbs up. We reached our goal. 400 thumbs up. Yeah! Let's have a party. Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get retarded in here. Let's have a party in here. Let's get retarded and queer. Yeah! Everybody say hey. Everybody say ho. Everybody say hey ho. Everybody say hey ho hee ha hoo. Everybody say he hoo hoo ha hey. He ho ho hey. Hey ho he. Hi ho hoo. Hey ho hoo hoo hey. Say it. Don't just stand there. I want you to freaking say it. What the hell was that? That celebration I just did. What was that? That wasn't lame at all. That was a totally cool celebration that only a cool dude like myself would do. I'm totally not self-conscious about that cringy celebration that I just did. All right. So, moving on, I guess. So let me show you how this Trump reverse psychology works. I'll just type in Trump guilty. And show you like how much shit pops up over that and what it does to people. But first, we got a song request. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Hey, take the rover, we go to the moon. And then you know, yes, we come back soon. We rove to the left, we rove to the right. In beach, you know that we rove all night. We land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. And yes, my friend, we will come back soon. We rove up north, we rove down south, and then we rove right all up in your mouth. We rove to the left, we rove to the west. In beach, you know that we rove the best. That we land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. And yes, my friend, we will come back soon. We like to rove right over here, we like to rove right over there. We like to rove in your underwear. We rove so much that we just don't care. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Land on the moon, we land on the moon. Rover, rover, rover. Everybody now, rover, hey, rover, hey, ro. That's a new thing I just made up. The rover part. I just improvised that. It just felt good. All right. Whew. I actually reached out to a friend of mine who's a musician and asked if he would help me record a comedy song. And he didn't fucking get back to me. He totally just ignored my text. It's like, you asshole. Fine, I'll do it myself. And if it gets a million bazillion views, I'm going to keep all the money, you son of a bitch. So that's on my list to record a pro version of that. And I wanted a friend to help me. And he fucking ignored my text. Some friend, huh? All right. Thank you for the donation. All right. So, Trump reverse psychology in a nutshell. Jury finds Donald Trump guilty on 34 counts. Ooh, 34. It would be a little too direct on the head if it was 33. Better go with 34. And you know, 34 is like the new 33. See, they've used 33 so many times that now they got to use 34 a little bit to try and throw people off. All right, 34 counts. All of Americans think Trump's guilty verdict, blah, blah, blah. See, look, 2 days ago, 4 hours ago, 12 hours ago, all this, all over the mainstream media. No shortage of Trump stuff. Up to the date, up to the minute. Trump stuff, Trump stuff, Trump stuff. And it's election season. And so imagine the timing, how he gets to go through this just as they're about to have an election. So it's this perfect timing to where, like, just as he's running for president, he's got all of these court cases to attend, and his name's in the all over TV and all over social media, all over mainstream media, just all over everywhere. And it just so happens it's election season. So it's obvious to me that this is PR, public relations work to get everyone talking and thinking about Trump. And it's designed for people who support Trump to rally behind him. Trump's in trouble? My daddy Trump was found guilty? Well, where's my wallet? Trump was, honey, did you hear Trump was found guilty? He was. That's right. I'm going to give him my money right now. You guys, if Trump is found guilty of all them crimes, then he needs my money to help him become president. Trump ain't going to become president unless I give him my money. Where's my money? Trump daddy, my daddy Trump, he needs your support. He needs your money. Here, Trump, here, daddy. Here's your money, daddy. I'm going to give you my money, daddy. He was found guilty. Here's my money. Here you go, daddy. Here's my money for you. Daddy, is this enough money for you and your lawyer pains and your legal troubles? Here, daddy, take my money. People are giving Trump money in hordes after he was found guilty on TV in a TV trial. People are literally giving their money to him. A guy who's already more rich than they are, who already gets money from giant corporations and shit, works with a bunch of shitbags. A guy who's already financially well off, right? And people are wanting to give him money because they think that he was found guilty of these crimes and might not be president unless you give daddy your money. Here, daddy, take my money. You want my credit card, daddy? Let me get my credit card out for you, daddy. Here, daddy, I'll read you off the numbers. Imagine being a dumbass Trumper, whipping out your wallet and sending your money because you're so upset that he was found guilty in a TV trial. Yeah, those people exist. And I know that Trump made money doing that. Well, the idea of Trump made money doing that. Anthony Clay says, that's Alec Jones. Oh, referring to Bill Hicks. Yes. So Bill Hicks is Alex Jones, in my opinion. I can't totally prove it, but I think it is. And he looks like he's a 62, 63-year-old man rather than a 50-year-old man. So the story actually makes sense. And it just, the face of Bill Hicks, it still to me resembles Alex Jones. And some of his mannerisms, it just to me seems like he was a talented enough actor that he could have easily pulled this off. It takes one to know one. That's how I know. So it's a Trump reverse psychology, reverse trumpology. They can get Trump supporters to rally behind him if they make it appear like the mainstream media is against him, or the man, or the government, or the deep state, whoever. Insert villain is against Trump. Hillary's against Trump. The Democrats are against Trump. The mainstream media is against Trump. Joe Biden's against Trump. Obama's against Trump. See, insert villain against Trump, and then you can rally the Trump supporters behind him. See? So TV says Orange Man bad. Trump supporters say no, Orange Man good. TV says Orange Man has been indicted. Trump supporter says, well, I'm voting twice as hard for Trump. TV says Trump is found guilty. Trump supporter says, I'm breaking out my wallet to give daddy my money. See how that works? Works like a charm. Well, he's better than Joe Biden. He's the lesser of them two evils. Yeah, but they work for the same people. Yeah, but the economy was better. My gas and my food was cheaper. Yeah, but shit just constantly goes up in price. So I could say under Clinton, the gas and food was cheaper. Yeah, but that was back in the past. Yeah, but back when Trump was president, that was in the past. So the cost of everything always goes up. So even if Trump comes back as president, the cost of everything is already up. It's not going to go back down. The cost of shit never just plummets back down of everything. No, so the cost of everything's just going to continue to go up. So Trumpers always like to say, oh, well, the economy was better. I had so much more money. I could buy more food with my money. Well, yeah, but I could buy more food with my money back when Clinton was president. It's called inflation. See how that works? I remember when I was a little boy seeing gas be 99 cents a gallon, but it ain't that way no more. And Trump ain't going to make it go back to being that way. So you get what I'm saying? So a lot of Trumpers will like to say, oh, when Trump was president, prices were lower, economy better, stuff like that. And my argument is like, well, inflation is just going to drive the cost of fucking everything up. And the president puppet doesn't control the price of anything. So it's not like when Trump returns to office, him being in office instantly makes gas and food drop back down to an acceptable, affordable level for everyone. It's not going to happen. But they like to use that as one of their excuses for why it was better. There's a girl who I kind of hang out with. And one of the things that keeps us from being closer, if you will, is that she has hope that Trump is legit. And I've explained to her several times that no, don't have hope. Don't hold out hope. There is no hope. That's called hopium. And I've tried to explain that there's no savior. And she's like, so then there's no hope. And if there's no hope, that just makes me feel bad inside. I just want to be naive and believe that somebody out there is going to save us. So Trumpers like the feeling of hopium in their heart, and they don't like the empty feeling of thinking that there's no one out there saving them. So a lot of them I found like to hang on to that feeling and avoid the thought that nobody's out there saving them because it's deep and dark and gloomy. So needless to say, because this girl likes Trump, I don't know if we're ever going to be close. But that's how it goes in my world. Yeah, so inflation right now, it's a bitch. And you can see it's like, it's inflating harder and faster, if you will. So, like, you would slowly notice stuff going up, but now it seems like, okay, it wasn't that long ago people could afford fast food. But now a lot of people are bitching that they can't even afford fast food. And I'm starting to see a lot more videos just across the board of businesses leaving big cities. So, for instance, I'm seeing a shitload of videos come out about businesses leaving LA, businesses leaving San Francisco, businesses leaving Seattle. So, I'm seeing videos come out about the car market struggling, how all the new cars aren't selling well, a lot of electric vehicles not selling well, uh, used car markets struggling. And then I'm also hearing about the fast food places are struggling now because not as many people are coming in to eat because the prices are so high. So I'm starting to hear more and more about it on a daily basis, especially on YouTube. And I know a lot of it's going to be clickbait for people to get views, but a lot of it has to be, or some of it has to be true. So the shit seems to be slowly hitting the fan uh, as we speak, financially, for a lot of people and for a lot of economies. I've been actually thinking about doing some man on the street stuff that requires me to like go to shitty places where I don't want to go, such as San Francisco. If I was to go to like the shitty area of San Francisco, the Tenderloin, and point out the homeless issue and all the businesses leaving, and show you like some up close and personal shots of San Francisco and what a dump it is, and then give my opinion on top of that, I might be able to get some good views on that. The bad thing is I would have to put myself in that shithole city in order to get that footage, and I would have to experience it. So that's the bad thing. But people are getting a shit ton of views who are just walking around hoods and showing how much of a disaster the big cities have become. So if I was to go walk around certain areas and then give my take, uh, perhaps that would blow up. I don't know. Perhaps it would get views. So that's something I've thought about doing, but it requires me having to go hang out in places I don't really want to go just to make a video that maybe gets lots of views. So I would be doing it specifically to try and get views, not because I really want to fucking go there. But I've seen a shitload of, not a shitload, but I've seen a bunch of people starting to highlight trashy homeless areas of big cities, and they're getting a lot of views. Kensington is too far, but yes, there's a similar thing happening there where random people are just walking around Kensington, driving around and filming and then uploading the footage and getting 20, 30,000, 100,000 views because it's nothing but, you know, zombies hunched over on fentanyl and crack whores walking around tweaking out and shit. So yeah, it's getting a lot of views showing that. So I'm not going to go just to film people living, you know, in poverty. I would try and put my own take and my own spin on it and show how there's a bunch of businesses leaving. Certain areas are nice, and then you cross an imaginary line, and then certain areas are terrible. So I want to show how there's certain areas of San Francisco that are nice and no homeless people are hanging out. And then certain places are god awful, third world country. And so I think I could make a really entertaining video, but it would require me being there for a couple days and like staying there, like staying the night around that area and fucking filming all day. And so yeah. So it was a thought. So I oh yeah, and another reason why I would choose like a shitty place like San Francisco or LA is because I live in California, so I can drive over to it, spend a day or two, get the footage, and then drive back home and edit. So anyway, so I've been thinking about doing that, but it's one of those things that's like, oh, if I go drive over there and film all that shit and it doesn't get views and I don't make back my gas money, then it won't even be fucking worth it. All right. All right, let me cleanse everyone's palate with an AJ video. Forgot to show one of the AJ videos. One second, I gotta pull it up. All right, here it is. My favorite Alex Jones song of all times.
I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. My children aren't going hungry. I'll do it. I'll drink your blood. And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You think I like size it up? I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop his ass up, size it up. I'm gonna haul him up back chain. Chop, 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 chop. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I'll barbecue your ass flat. I will cook your ass up so fast. I'll tell them, oh, I killed a cow out back, baby. You think Christ would eat somebody? He would never do that. I will. I'm ready to hang them up, gut them and skin them and chop them up. You know what? I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat your ass. I will eat your leftist ass like corn on the cob. I'm ready. I will eat you. I will eat your ass.
All right, I don't know about you, but that's probably like one of my top 10 jams of all time. Not just my favorite Alex Jones song, but one of my top 10 jams of all time. But I'm subject to change my mind when I'm off camera, no longer doing the stream. So there's that. Okay. Now that I got that out of the way. See, and I can sing a perfect rendition of that if I wanted to cover it. I will eat your ass just like corn on the cob. I'm ready. Who's ready? I'm ready. I will eat your ass. See? It's easy. I think I sing that song better than Alex Jones personally. I think they should have chose me to sing it. Okay. We having fun tonight? Who's having fun tonight? You guys feeling good in the hood? Got a bunch of people laughing. That's good. I like making people laugh. I consider myself the #1 most funny comedian in the world at the moment, and whoever lived. So, I got to keep that up. And so I feel like tonight I've done a pretty good job of proving that I am still the undoubtedly most awesomely funny and amazing comedian who ever lived, times a billion and infinity. And if you agree, you should hit the like button if you haven't already. Most of you probably have, because I'm so fucking awesome, and you know it. All right. A little bit egotistical, I know, but somebody's got to tell you. Might as well be me. I can't fake cry and go viral, so I have to promote myself and kiss my own ass to build myself up, because I can't just fake cry and go viral. The Alex Jones, he's got it made. He can just badly fake cry, and he's forcibly gonna go viral. Whereas I can put on a comedic performance of a lifetime, and I'll get 5,000 views. All right, Buffalo War Pigs with a donation says, "I'm drafting an underdog. Let's go." Drafting on underdog. Okay, good luck to you, sir. Are you talking about like some sort of fantasy football or something? I don't know. Good luck. I hope you win all the money. No, the psychedelics haven't killed my ego. If anything, it drives it. It makes it stronger. Is this Prussian? Prussian society? Coming over here to my channel with your sock account? What do I think about the Trump drama? Oh, it's fake made for TV bullshit designed to get Trumpers to rally behind them with reverse psychology, or as I like to call it, reverse Trumpology. Because when I come back as your Lord and Savior, excuse me, President of the greatest country that there ever was, I'm going to be running everyone's home on renewable Trumptricity. It's far more superior than regular electricity. I've said this many times. It's greener, leaner, and meaner. And Joe Biden, of course, he's too old and dumb to think about something as brilliant as Trumptricity. And so when I come back as your president, I'm going to implement Trumptricity into all your lovely homes. And you're going to be thanking the greatest president who ever lived for a lifetime. And this is why they're trying to find me guilty of crimes that I never committed. OJ and Toothpaste says thoughts on driver suspended Zoom court. Oh, I thought it was a funny video clip that I saw on the news, and so I turned it into a short. Yeah, I saw the news clip, and it was like 3 minutes long. So I had the bright idea to make it into a short, and I did. So yeah, I thought it was funny. Nothing beyond that, just a funny little thing. It seemed like it was real, like somebody's dumb enough to have actually done that. And so I thought it was funny. It was worth making a short, but nothing further, nothing more than that. Oh, I did want to give people an update on my side parody channel. I have a channel where I am busting an international wanted fugitive. And it started out as me just making fun of a cringy YouTuber who's an e-beggar and a scammer and a woman beater. But then it turned into him being an internationally wanted fugitive. And so now my channel, busting this guy's balls, is kind of starting to blow up a bit. So I did want to point out there's some new developments in the story of Spherage or Goatus, if you haven't ever heard of them. So I have a channel called Spherage Goatus Parody Videos, and basically I am busting the balls and exposing a internationally wanted fugitive YouTuber who's holed up in some Middle Eastern country right now. And he's wanted for hiring a hitman to throw acid on his ex-girlfriend. And he's hired this hitman to attack his ex not only with acid, but the guy also threw a Molotov cocktail into her house and burnt it down. And his own son was the target as well. So he tried to kill not only his ex-girlfriend, but his own son. And the hitman was caught, and he gave up this guy, Goatus Spherage, as the one who hired him. And so now the ex-girlfriend, Luna, is what she's known by, but her real name is Diane. She's making videos exposing him about the acid attack. And things are really starting to heat up. And I'll just play a little bit of the video for those of you who haven't been following along or don't know anything about it. Basically, I'll let this girl tell her side of the story, and then I'll fill you in on a few more details.
since the acid attack on me happened, and I am very thankful that we are still here and I can share this with you. So on the 22nd of May 2022, I got attacked from behind when I was putting my bin out for collection, and they perpetually hit me with a nightstick on my head, my back, and my neck, resulting in severe spinal injuries, fractures to my skull, a broken nose, and a concussion. They then used the same nightstick to put by my throat against my own fence after they dragged me there, and then helped me there to pour acid in my face as well as over my body. And I am very thankful that I still have my arm, which was said to potentially have to be amputated. And as well, I can still see, because thankfully I managed to rinse as much acid out of my eyes, nose, and mouth as I could at the time. That
Okay, so this is the girl who got attacked with acid, and they burned her house down. And this was orchestrated by a YouTuber who goes by the name Gotis, and he used to have a channel called Spherage or Spedia. And so I've seen this story progress from when these two were a couple to when they broke up to when he hired a hitman to attack her, and now he's an internationally wanted fugitive. So I've been following this story for years before it even happened. I met this girl and I've met the guy who did this. And so I personally feel like me helping get the truth out and get this guy caught is what needs to happen, because he's on the loose and has a baby daughter now, and he's looking for donations right now to possibly finish the job and possibly come after me. So this is the girl right here, and her face got burned with acid, so she doesn't like to show her whole face because there was acid that got splashed on her face and it scarred her. So she doesn't like to give the satisfaction to her attacker that, or the guy who orchestrated the attacks, I should say, of seeing her whole face. So anybody wondering why she's only showing half of her face, it's not any sort of one eye symbology. It's because there's scars on the other side from an acid attack, and she doesn't want to show the result to give the psychopath who orchestrated the whole thing satisfaction. Because the guy who orchestrated the whole thing is using sock accounts, asking her to show her face. And she's already showing pictures of her third-degree burns all over her body. And so if she's self-conscious about not wanting to show all of her injuries, I completely understand that. And she's hiding from him right now, and she doesn't really want to give away exactly how she looks. So if anybody's wondering about why she's only showing half of her face, it's because acid was thrown on her face.
wasn't enough for them, though. They then months later, when it was said to be safe for us to return to our home, they threw a Molotov aimed at my son's bedroom, and then eventually managed to put our home on fire in an attempt to kill my son and I. We have no more home. I have everyday struggles with physical impairments as well as severe PTSD, which I was going to get treatment for. They then set our home on fire. The only way to fix my breathing problems as well as the nose might have to be a cartilage transplant. I am seeking treatment for my spinal dislocation. I am looking into ways to get the third-degree burns treated. I have managed not to lose my nipple as well, which sounds a bit strange, but it was almost falling off. Realizing during the attack that I might die and my son would have nobody. And I did whatever I could to stand up and fight back. I can still see, and I still have my nipple, and I am here to be able to take care of my son. We managed to survive 2 whole years, and I'm thankful to be able to share this with you. It would astonish most people to hear that the perpetrators behind the attacks are still putting content out on social media and acting like nothing happens.
Okay, so that's her story of being attacked with acid. And here's the deal, it's not just a story. I have seen the security footage. Lots of people have seen the security footage. She is screaming for her life, begging for these people not to kill her, and blood curdling screams. So we have the security footage of the attack happening, and it's not fully on camera, but all the sounds of the attack are there, which are 100% legit, as you would expect an attack to sound. And then we have newspaper articles of the attack and her house being burnt down, pictures of all of it. The hitman was apprehended, and it was the husband of this person on screen here, known as Bell, her real name Marina Abdullah. So Gotis is the guy. He's also known as Spherage, the guy in the green. His real name is Gattis Lagsdens, and he used to have a channel called Spherage, and now he has a channel called Gotis. And he still uploads, and he's hiding out in some Middle Eastern country right now, pretending that this never happened, while e-begging and trying to get more donations so that he can commit his next crime. So I've been basically busting this guy's balls on a side channel, and now that things are heating up, the videos are starting to pick up some serious steam. Let me just give you a little bit of proof of things that I'm talking about. I'll show you this one time he beat up Luna, his girlfriend at the time, and he claimed that it was muggers.
I remember when I was 16, I tried to touch a girl's genitals, her breasts, her face, and her whole body when she was asleep. And she was drunk, I was drunk, and that was when I went after these physical ideas. And of course she felt horrible. The next morning she found out because somebody told her about it. So I can, in a way, relate to it, or at least have some kind of experience when it comes to this.
Hi everyone, I'll get right to the point. My girlfriend Luna, she was mugged yesterday in this fucking shit city. I wouldn't even make a video about it, but her teeth are all chipped in at the top and the bottom because of the kick in the face. We tried all kinds of raw food for healing, even raw eggs. They're pretty much liquid, but you can't eat them because it hurts so fucking much.
Okay, in that last clip that we just saw, he admitted to sexually assaulting, molesting a sleeping girl in that last clip that I just showed. In this clip from 2018, that's Luna in the background, the girl who got attacked by acid. This is back when they were together. In this clip, he claims muggers beat Luna's face in and took her money. And now he's e-begging in this video saying he needs money to fix Luna's face. Now, it doesn't take a genius to look at her face and watch this video and look at her body language to know what the fuck happened. So even if this is your first time ever seeing this, I want you to watch and pay attention for like a minute, and you'll know exactly what's happening. And you'll know this guy's a piece of shit.
Hi everyone, I'll get right to the point. My girlfriend Luna, she was mugged yesterday in this fucking shit city. I wouldn't even make a video about it, but her teeth are all chipped in at the top and the bottom because of the kick in the face. We tried all kinds of raw food for healing, even raw eggs. They're pretty much liquid, but you can't eat them because it hurts so fucking much. So now we gotta get a fucking straw and somehow try to feed her some nutrition so she heals in some way. It's just all fucked up. Everything here is swollen. The nose is swollen. She already had problems with the nose. She had surgeries. So we don't know what's gonna happen with that now. What did the doctor say at the hospital? Because you could die. And you couldn't even remember your phone number. Which is also fucked up. We definitely gotta go to a dentist now because she can't eat anything, and you know how expensive dentists are in Europe, and with the nose also. I appreciate all the support I get on Patreon, but that money pretty much pays for my food. That's about it. We both don't have a decent income to pay for any of this, so if anybody could support us in any way, even $5 to $10 on my PayPal, for example, that would really help us. Thank you if you decide to support this.
Okay, so even if this is your first time ever seeing this guy, he's begging for money on his YouTube channel. And this is something he does. He e-begs, and he's always got some reason why he needs your money. And in this case, he's the one doing the talking, and he says Luna got mugged, and he needs money to fix her face. I don't know. What do you think happened? If this is your first time coming across this story, what would you assume happened by looking at that girl's face in the back? It doesn't take a genius. Even if you've never heard of this guy, you should be looking at what he just did and going, that guy must have beat her ass, and now he's looking for money? Gee, do you think the money's going to go to fixing her face? Okay, so here's the deal. She has since come out, Luna, the girl in the back, and told the real story of what happened. He kicked her in the face while she was tying her shoes, unexpectedly. He would attack her sometimes out of nowhere, just beat her ass. And then when she finally left him, he hired a hitman to kill her and his son that they had together. So he's right now internationally wanted, that guy on screen, still uploading videos, but he won't live stream and he won't reveal his location. And he stays in Airbnbs and he hides what the furniture looks like in the background so that nobody can even figure out where he's at. And so I run a parody channel where I was busting his balls for being a woman beater and a scammer. And now he's an internationally wanted fugitive. And so, you know, the parody channel is getting pretty serious because it's not just a joke. I was joking about the way he talks and acts and all of his failed relationships. But then it became like, holy shit, this guy needs to be locked up because he's currently looking for more donations to finish the job on Luna, possibly come after me. And he's got a baby daughter right now with another girl. And he's a guy who advocates sleeping with your own family members. So if anyone wants to follow along with that story, you can catch up on every single detail if you subscribe to Spherage Gotus parody videos. And this might one day be some sort of Netflix true crime special or something. Who knows? But right now, it's the craziest thing happening on the internet that I know of. So that's it on the screen right there. Spherage Gotus parody videos. I have Fred Durst as the profile picture because Gotus used to wear a backwards red Major League Baseball hat like that, and he almost looked exactly like Fred Durst. And so I used to make fun of him and call him Fred Durst. And then he tried to copyright strike a bunch of my shit, and he had the picture of the that I had of him taken down, so I put up the Fred Durst one. uh,
Vagina that says insert penis here because there's no sign on the vagina that says insert penis here because there's no such thing as language by nature. And just like there isn't anything by the anus of the man that says insert penis here because of the so-called G-spot of the prostate, which may feel pleasurable. My point is that it's up to us to figure this out. Of course, we can assume, and it's quite clear to understand that this is how we recreate them, both of the sexes, but everything beyond that is up to us to figure out. And there's nothing in nature that says that it should be or shouldn't be done that way. It's up to us. As far as I'm concerned, we are at least capable of being bisexual. That's that.
Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I didn't expect this whatsoever anymore.
Fucking. So yeah, that dude right there, still out there releasing videos on the run for hiring a hitman to try and kill his ex-girlfriend. And so every few days or so, I post a video over on that parody channel, busting his balls. And then every few months, there'll be something new that happens, a new development, and phew, shit just gets even more crazy. So the end will come when he eventually gets caught and locked up. And that's what I'm helping to get accomplished. I don't usually like to help police or authorities, but in this case, I'm all about getting that dude locked up. So his hair's different in all the videos because he was going bald and he had this big giant forehead, and his hairline was like way, way, way back at the top of his head. And so people would always make fun of his hair and his hairline. And so he got self-conscious and then he shaved it all bald. And then he got a hairline tattoo and moved his hairline forward with a fucking micropigmentation tattoo. And when people were making fun of him that he got a fucking hair tattoo, then he got a hair system for men. And then when anyone makes fun of his wig or his hair system for men, he's gluing a wig to his head. And when anyone mentions it, he bans them. So if you go to his channel and you ask about his hair or him trying to kill his girlfriend, he bans you. So he bans hundreds of comments a day of anyone who so much as asks as if any of this is true. So if you think you're going to go over to his channel and ask him about, like, did you really try and kill that girl? Your comment won't show up. He's got it set up to where keywords like Luna, hair system, wig, shit like that, your comment won't even show up. He grooms his comment section and only lets comments that support him stay up. And he won't live stream anymore because he knows he can be found if he live streams. But he can upload videos because you can schedule an upload to a YouTube channel. You can have someone else upload on your behalf from anywhere. See what I'm saying? So they can't track him down by uploading, but they can track him down if he live streams. And he hasn't live streamed in 11 months. Prussian Society is the name of his #1 fan who defends him at all costs. And he creates sock accounts and he shows up and defends him. So tonight he was here defending him using some account called like anti-aging or whatever. So he uses sock accounts and he shows up and defends Gotis. And I say, hi, Prussian. And then he acts confused. I don't know what you're talking about. Gotis is the greatest guy who ever lived, and Luna's lying. So anyone who says Luna's lying and Gotis is a great guy is most likely Gotis using a sock account or Prussian, his #1 fanboy, using a sock account. They both do the same thing. They create sock accounts by the dozens, and then they go around talking about how great Gotis is. See? So imagine if I created a shitload of sock accounts and then went around like to anyone who criticized me and said, Jake the asshole is the greatest human who ever lived. And if you don't agree, you're just stupid. That's basically what he's doing because nobody really wants to stick up for him. Nobody will put their face on camera and say that they support him at this time. So, yeah. Yes, I am Spherage Gotis parody videos. The channel has been up for over 2 years and is starting to pick up some serious steam. That channel only has like 3,000 subs, but I'm getting like 5,000 and 6,000 views on every video, almost as many views as I would get over here. So, and I'm just talking about one guy. So, the algorithm is starting to stroke the little parody channel, and the more shit that comes out about him, the more people who hate him, the more hate watchers he has. They show up the parody channel, which is me, and rooting me on. So basically, I don't want to turn this channel into a Gotis, channel, and so I don't talk about him that much over here. But it's getting to the point where like he's an internationally wanted fugitive, and so I'm going to bring it up over here every once in a while, just to keep the pressure on. Now, this isn't me. See, this isn't a sock account. This is an actual subscriber here. Sean Jovi says, Jake is the greatest in the world. Another guy who's not a sock account and is confirmably a real person. You can confirm it yourself. Shady David D. LaFleur says, best channel on YouTube. And I agree. Totally the best. I have a new nature video already filmed. All I need to do is quickly edit. And so the new nature video is going to drop on the Spherage Gotus parody channel probably tomorrow. I could probably finish editing it tonight. This next one's about, God, I don't want to give it away, but you'll just have to wait and see. Rumble Rule says, Jake, can you please sing They Are Taking the Hobbits to Isengard, please? I don't know that song. I don't think I've heard that one. Doesn't ring a bell, buddy. I know a lot of songs, but that ain't one. Does Creed sing Can You Take Me Higher? Do I got that right? I want to make sure that I do the right impersonation. They do Can You Take Me Higher, right? I'm pretty sure they do. Let's go there. Come on, let's make our escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's see we stay. Can you take me higher? Who will place when I'm in hay? Can you take me higher to a place with golden things? Let's go there. All right, there you go. Little Creed impersonation for you. OJ and Toothpaste says, Jake, what's the worst state in the U.S.? Out of the ones that I've been to, I didn't really like the middle of the country very much. So the Midwest, I wasn't real impressed with. I like the people in the Midwest, but I didn't like the states. So like Oklahoma sucks to me. And like Ohio, probably Ohio is shitty because like all the big cities in Ohio suck. And nobody thinks that like Cleveland is nice. Nobody thinks that like Cincinnati is nice. So like there's no like place in Ohio that people like want to flock to. So probably Ohio, I'd say, is probably like one of the worst states that I went through. Illinois was pretty fucking shitty too because Chicago's a big nasty shit city, and Illinois was mostly like a bunch of farmland like south of Chicago, and then Chicago's shitty. So it wasn't very nice. Indiana sucks too. I didn't see anything in Indiana that I liked. Those are probably the worst that I saw. Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio are probably the three that I thought sucked the worst. There were some other states that were kind of boring and uneventful. Like North Dakota is boring and uneventful. But it didn't like give me this like suck ass shit vibe. They don't have like a major big city that sucks ass that everyone hates. So, and they don't have like a bunch of crime in North Dakota. So I can't put North Dakota like on the shittiest state list. So yeah. And I wasn't real impressed with Kansas, but it wasn't as shitty as some of the other states that I mentioned. Like I would probably prefer Kansas over Indiana. Maybe. I don't know. I like Wyoming. They're still like weed's still illegal, so that's like one of my only gripes is like I don't want to be in a state where you know, if I have weed that I could go to jail or something. But other than that, like I like Wyoming. It's like kind of out in the middle of nowhere, you know, like any of the towns you go to, you feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere. So the only thing I don't like about places like Wyoming or Montana is I'm landlocked, and I'm a person who likes the ocean. So I like to get away and go to the ocean several times a year. And so one of the reasons I don't want to move to a state like Wyoming or Montana, uh, or a place, you know, in the middle of the country is I don't want to be landlocked because I just really like the ocean. I'm one of those people that has to go visit the ocean every so often. In fact, I have a hankering to go over to like Santa Cruz or Monterey like this week because the temperatures are supposed to be over 100 degrees where I live. And so I can get in my car, head over to the coast, and it's only 75 degrees. Whereas, like, if you live in a state in the Midwest, you can't get in your car and go to the coast like I can. See what I'm saying? Shady Davey D. LaFleur says, when's the next subscriber meetup? I haven't planned one, but I could put one together. I thought about doing something in Vegas, but it's already so damn hot. Like I missed the window. So yeah, I'm like I don't know, 8 hours drive, 9 hours drive out of Vegas. That's a big city where I could probably get some subscribers to show up. And then I'm like maybe 7 hours away from Los Angeles. I could do something over there, but I don't know. I've also thought Denver might be a good spot for people to possibly travel out to. And I know I have some subscribers in Denver. So just picking a place and then hammering down a location and then planning it and promoting it and all that. I just haven't done it. To get good numbers of people to show up and get a good turnout, I would have to promote it for like at least a month. And so that means I got to pick out the location ahead of time and plan the date and then promote it and talk about it and yada yada. But I have done it before, and I have met some really cool people at my meetups. Yes, Denver has the Freemason airport, but regardless of all that Freemason shit, just I had a really huge turnout when I did a subscriber meetup in 2017. And I like the drive to Colorado. So I like the western side of Colorado is beautiful. And so that's a state that if I was going to do a road trip, I could like enjoy the scenery and the drive. So it's another thing. Like if I'm going to drive, I don't want to drive to like a shitty place that I'm not going to enjoy the travel. You know what I mean? Like a subscriber meetup in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing against, you know, anyone who lives there, but I think Ohio sucks balls. So I'm a lot less likely to want to do a subscriber meetup in Ohio than I would Denver. See what I'm saying? I was never worried in the past about people with bad intentions, but I was a bit worried about shills trying to show up and spy on me. And they did, but I never worried about somebody like harming me or whatever, attacking me. But now that I've exposed Gotis, who's wanted for that sort of thing, and I've called out a number of shills over the last bunch of years, there is the possibility if I organized a meetup, somebody could show up and try something. But they would be stupid if they did because the majority of everyone there would be on my side and have my back. So if let's say 20 people showed up and then one of them tried to like attack me, well, that means 19 people are going to fucking stomp your ass. You know what I mean? So I know most of the people who show up to meet me aren't going to have bad intentions. So any one person who thinks they're going to like show up and like throw acid on me, for instance, that would probably end very badly for that individual. But I have thought about it. It has crossed my mind because of what happened to Luna, and Goatus, being as psycho as he is, might actually try and get one of his psycho subscribers to show up to one of my meetups and, you know, try and do something to me. So yeah, that is something I have to take into consideration. But if I was to plan, let's say like, oh, meet me at a sports bar inside of this casino inside Las Vegas, you'd have to be a fucking moron to try and attack me on camera inside of a fucking sports bar inside of Las Vegas, for instance. That's just a for instance. You see what I'm saying? So if I was to set it up in a public place where there's cameras and a bunch of people there who have my back, you'd be pretty stupid to try something. But his subscribers are pretty stupid. So I do actually have to consider it. OJ and Toothpaste says, what's the worst dating app experience you had? Well, the time the girl tried to get me to buy her a bunch of shit like the Hello Kitty coffee maker, that wasn't a dating app. That was somebody from Facebook who I was already friends with. But as far as a dating app goes, just somebody who looks way better in their pictures, and then you show up and you're like, nope, this ain't gonna happen. And then you have to like decide whether you're gonna be a dick and walk away immediately or go through with the dinner. And so like, I'm a nice enough guy that like, okay, we'll just sit there and bullshit, and I won't be a dick and get up and walk away just because she's way uglier than the pictures. So there was a date where I had to sit there and bullshit with a chick who was not as cute as the pictures, and because I just didn't feel like being a dick and like being like, nope, not gonna work, sorry, you know. But there are guys who will do that. But I haven't had any dating app experience that I can think of off the top of my head that was like a nightmare or whatever. It's usually like a date where I can tell that they're not right for me, and you just hang out, you just talk once on the date, and then you never talk again. It's usually what happens. Well, you know how it is. False advertising, exactly. And so some women will post a picture of themselves, you know, when they weighed 150 pounds. And then when you meet them, they're closer to 200 pounds. You know what I mean? And let's just, or like in the picture, maybe they had on a filter and makeup or whatever. And then when you see them in person, it ain't quite as good as the pictures. Yeah, false advertising for sure. Date a female comic. The problem is female comics are not funny. I don't generally like any female comedians. So on my top 10, there's no female comedian who can sniff the top 10. There's no female comedian who can fucking sniff the top 25. So in my opinion, if there's no female comedian who can even sniff the top 25, I don't know. Like trying to find a female comedian to date. No, I don't like female comedians' attitudes because they think they're funny, a lot of them. And a lot of people like at comedy clubs kiss their ass. So I've seen the like halfway attractive female comic that does the like sucking a dick joke, you know. You guys want to hear about sucking a dick? Let me tell you all about sucking a dick. I'm a lady comic and I'm going to talk about sucking a dick. Blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you all about my stinky vagina. I'm a female comic and I got a big stinky vagina. Let me tell everyone about my stinky vagina. It's like, shut up. Nobody wants to hear it. Please put a man on stage. So trying to find a female comedian who's funny, that's hard for me. Trying to find a female comedian who I like and get along with and want to date, not going to happen. Javid Ben Cosme, I never know how to say your name, says, come to Miami Beach, bro. Have you tried massage parlors? I've only gotten an actual massage once. I never got the happy ending. So I only got a real massage one time. And it was decent. The massage was decent, but it didn't leave me fully satisfied. So I felt like I was kind of ripped off. Because some of it, like, I had to tell the chick to like not hurt me, because she was like wanting to like do some hard. I don't like super hard like fucking massages, and so I had to like instruct the chick to like not be so hard. So I paid for an hour massage one time because I actually like wanted a good massage, and I felt like I didn't really get what I wanted, and so I've never tried for the happy ending. I've heard massage parlors do that. Certain ones do that, but like I don't know which ones do and don't. And I'm a cheap ass. And if I felt like I got ripped off and didn't get my money's worth out of a regular massage, like I don't know, going through the whole deal of like finding the right one and like I don't know the whole process. So no, I haven't. I've been to Miami Beach like one time, and it was a long time ago. And that is the type of place I would like to go back as a tourist and visit again. And that's like the type of city that has really shitty sides and some really nice sides. And so I would like to go back to Florida. I haven't been to Florida in probably, I don't know, over 20 years or something. So yeah, I haven't been to the southern states in God so long. But this is the wrong time of year to go. I don't want to go during summertime. Going to the South, anywhere in the South during the summer is not a good idea. I like to escape the heat. That's why I drive over to the coast here in California, so I can escape the heat. Goenhoff says Daytona Beach. I've been to Daytona Beach, but that was again many, many, many years ago. I went to Panama City Beach in back in like the 90s, late 90s, for spring break when I was a teenager. None of my friends got laid. It's like we all made a pact, like it was American Pie, that we were all going to get laid. None of us got laid. One guy got to make out with one chick out of our group. That was the highlight. We were all a bunch of dorks, like the guys from American Pie, pretty much, right? And so in reality, when you're a bunch of dorks trying to get laid on spring break, it doesn't happen. Javid Ben Kismi. Ben Kisimi. Javid Ben Kisimi, my darling. Be mine tonight. You want to kiss me in Orlando? Do you want to come and catch the flight? Sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Thank you, Javid, for the donation, clearing up how to say your name. Javid Ben Kiss Me. All right. He says, been to Kissimmee, Orlando. I've been to Orlando, but again, many, many, many years ago. I've been to all the big Florida cities, but it's been a long time. So I went with my dad because he's from Florida, and we went all over the state. So I got to see basically the whole state, all the big cities. We did a big loop of the penis because Florida's like a big penis. So we did an entire loop, and we even went down the Trail of Pee-Pee, Key West, the Trail of Pee-Pee. So yeah, I got to see all of Florida, but it was like a long time ago. So I haven't been in so many years, and I wasn't even of drinking age at the time. I was still a teenager, so yeah, I haven't got to explore any of it as an adult. Thank you, OJ and Toothpaste. I appreciate the donations. He says, Jake, did you ever get suspended from school? Oh, yeah. Dude, one time I had a friend, and this was in 5th grade, and he had some whiteout. And he said, dude, smell this. And I went, and I'm like, oh, that smells weird. And then a teacher goes, you guys have to go to the, like some kid told on us that we were sniffing whiteout. And then we ended up in the office. I didn't even know that like people got high from sniffing whiteout. It was like I was a kid. I didn't know that. And like a kid said, here, smell this. And then I ended up in the fucking office, and we were almost going to get expelled because a kid said, dude, smell this. And I went, ooh, that smells weird. I almost got fucking expelled. But like, luckily we were able to tell like, our side of the story, that we're just dumb kids and we're not like trying to get high. And because we weren't. And so I almost got expelled that time, but we only got suspended for a day. And then another time in high school, I got in a fight and I got suspended for a day. Usually they suspend you for a week when you get in a fight, but I was able to convince the principal that it wasn't really a fight and that we were just skirmishing. Even though I did punch the kid in the face, I just told him that it wasn't really a fight, it was a skirmish. So he only gave us a 1-day suspension and then a week of in-school suspension. And then another time I got sent out of gym class because we were running laps and I picked up a pine cone and threw a pine cone at a friend. And I got sent out of gym class. And so I hung out in the locker room and I didn't go to the office. And I just went to my next class, and then someone told on me that I didn't go to the office, and then they fucking suspended me for a day. So only like 3 times, and it was stupid shit. So never anything like huge. Thank you, OJ Toothpaste. I appreciate the donation and the random question. Evan said, better guitarist, Stevie Ray Vaughan or Eddie Van Halen? Stevie Ray Vaughan for blues, Eddie Van Halen for rock and roll. But that's a tough one. But yeah, if you like solos and electric guitar noises and rock and roll, then you got to say Eddie. But if you like blues and singing, then Stevie Ray Vaughan, because hands down, Stevie Ray Vaughan's a better singer than Eddie. So you got to give him props for that. So they're both virtuoso level guitar players, and I like both of them. And I still go back and watch old videos of them. I like these random questions. These are cool. All right. Mike Flyers says, I read about the schemist about the shirt. This is not about the shirt. I wanted to know what you think about the probe on the comet. I read about the schemist about the shirt. This is not about the shirt. I want to know about what you think about the probe on the comet. Your question's a little confusing. God, I'm not exactly sure what the hell you're talking about, bro. I honestly am a bit confused by your question. I don't know if you're saying scientist or schemist. And then when you're talking about the shirt, I don't know what you're talking about exactly. And then the probe on the comet, I don't remember bringing up a probe on a comet tonight. So I'm kind of not sure what you mean, bro. Can you clear it up for me at all in another comment? I appreciate the donation. I just can't quite figure out what you're asking of me. Yeah, I just read your super chat and I said I was confused a bit. So I'm trying to figure out what you're asking me about a probe on a comet. Because I didn't mention a probe on a comet tonight, so I'm not totally sure what you're talking about. Let me go back and read it one more time. I read about the schemist, about the shirt. This is not about the shirt. I wanted to know what you think about the probe on the comet. Oh. Yeah, still don't know what you mean. Okay, scientist. I wonder if you meant scientists. Scientists put a probe on the comet. Okay, so you're talking about something that happened like in space news. I can try and look that up in a minute. Got a few more super chats coming in. I'll try and look that up. Scientists put a space probe on a comet. Got a very generous donation coming in from Javid Ben Kisme. And he says, Florida is shaped more like a fish. What part of Florida your dad from? I'm from Chauffeur in South Florida, bro. I'll show you all the spots and you can show me how to win at Guitar Hotel Hard Rock Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Blue Ocean Spa and Dania Beach. Hot girls there. Oh, you want to know some of my advantage gambling methods? Okay. So my dad is from Miami and he grew up in Miami area. And then he moved to California for a while. And that's where he met my mom. And then they had me. And then he moved to Utah. And so he's a Southwest guy and he doesn't like to be around people. But he's originally from Miami. And so that's why I was a Dolphins fan for a good portion of my life, was because my dad was a Dolphins fan. And then he passed it on to me. And so I've been to a few Dolphin games, even though I'm not personally from Florida and I didn't grow up in Florida or ever live there. But I have been to some Dolphin games and my dad's from Florida. And so that's why I was a diehard Dolphins fan until probably like into my 30s when I figured out that it's rigged and that nobody on the team gives a shit about me, and that if they win the Super Bowl, it's not really going to change anything in my life, you know? So there you go. Oh, and thank you for the donation. That is quite a generous donation, sir. I appreciate that. And you've been a long time supporter of the channel. And so thank you for all the donations tonight, not just this one, but all the other ones too, man. I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, if I ever make it over there to the East Coast, I would love to shake your hand and hang out with you and see some of the spots in Florida. It would be cool to have somebody show me around. SG said they landed a probe on the moon. Oh, I did hear about China landing a probe on the dark side of the moon. I can look that up right now. And thank you, SG. I appreciate that. Javid Ben Kiss Me coming in again with another donation. Says chauffeur as in driver, not chauffeur Florida. When you said chauffeur, I thought maybe that was the name of a town. You know, out in chauffeur, Florida. I grew up around Chauffeur, Florida, and I happen to be a chauffeur because I grew up there, so I decided to become one. Right? Thanks for clearing that up, bro. Yeah, I know you've told me that you're a driver, and so for whatever reason, I said in Chauffeur, Florida. My bad. Okay, let's look up this Chinese moon probe. Sounds like something I could probably even make a video about. Okay, yeah, I found some articles. I could probably even pull up a video clip. Watch China's Chang 6 probe land on the far side of the moon. Oh, yeah, it's going to land on the dark side of the moon, which nobody can prove exists. You can't ever see the dark side of the moon. And the only pictures of it come from the same people who lied about going to the moon. You see what I'm saying? So you never get to see the dark side of the moon. How do you even know that there is a dark side of the moon? How do you know it's not just like a two-dimensional thing and that you'll never be able to see the dark side because there is no dark side? So I would argue that the moon is not a spherical object and there is no dark side. So claiming to land something on the dark side just makes it spherical in your mind, makes people think that there is a dark side to land upon.
Are you tired of spending so much time on market research, using several different tools to piece together insights, only to feel like you're still guessing? So how do you find information about your customers or
Okay, here's some supposed footage of the landing. This was taken by cameras aboard the Chinese space, whatever it is, probe. Yeah, look, guys. It's about to land. See? No way that anything like this can be fake. Yeah, of course. Oh, ching chong, look at ding dong. We land on the far side of the moon. You ching chong, me ding dong. Me Chinese, me play joke. Me go pee pee in your cook. We land on the far side of the moon. Ching chong ding dong like a sling slong. Jake, it's racist if you say ching chong schling schlong like a ding dong. Yeah, but it's funny. It's also funny. So that's why I do it. Javid says, it's okay, bro. Nobody uses the word chauffeur anymore because we almost don't exist. Dying trade. How efficient are the self-driving cars in Cali? I've never seen a self-driving car. And if any, I don't know, I haven't been paying attention, but I haven't seen anyone like sleeping and not driving and then the car driving down the road. So I personally don't witness that. I see a lot of people driving Teslas, but their hands are always on the wheel. So I never see them like, watching a movie in the front seat, or dozing off while the car's driving. And a lot of people are still driving gas cars here in California. So I still drive an old Toyota, and a lot of people still drive old Hondas and Toyotas. So even in California, it's not like everybody has a Tesla now. Javid says that's how these massage girls be talking. Talking. Ching chong, ching ching chong, lick a dick, lick a ding ding dong. Ching chong, ching ching chong, lick a dick, lick a ding ding dong. Me Chinese, me play joke, me go pee pee in your coat. Gong. Chinese national anthem, as performed by me. Lint away dryer vent cleaning says self-driving Waymo cars are everywhere in Arizona. Oh, they are, huh? Interesting. I haven't seen any, to tell you the truth. I'll try and pay more attention, but I promise, like, I haven't noticed yet. Lint away dryer vent cleaning with another donation says AI driven with no driver. I would film it. Knowing me, I would like pull out my phone and start filming it. Like if I pull up next to a car at a red light and there's no driver inside, I'm gonna fucking make a quick YouTube video. I'll probably make a short out of that. So the next time I see one, I'll geek out over it and film it. But I haven't seen one yet. I've heard about it, seen videos about it, but I haven't in person seen a car driving around without a person in it. Someone else is saying they haven't seen one either. Mike Gastad says haven't seen any in Minnesota. And Javid says that's good, bro. Thanks. Those cars are fake news. Those Waymo cars have drivers in them. You know, another thing that keeps me from ever wanting to get a smart vehicle is that they can be programmed to break down. Like any vehicle that can like have an application update to break down. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the battery just programs itself to stop working, stop charging, stop being efficient. Oh, the brakes program themselves to go out. You know what I mean? And then, you know, I'm like a total conspiracy nut bar to where I'm like, oh, well, they could totally lock me inside. If I buy a Tesla, they're going to spy on me and record me, and then they'll lock me inside and drive me off of a cliff and burn me inside alive. I'm never going to fucking buy one of those. I'm going to drive around an old ass Toyota for life. Right? So I'm like that much of a conspiracy guy to where like, hell no, I'm not going to own a Tesla and have it turn into a death trap that drives me off of a cliff and burns me alive. Hell to the nizzaw. Ain't putting up with that shizaw. For Rizzaw. All right. Linked away dryer and vent cleaning with another donation coming in says, look it up. I promise. No drivers everywhere, Arizona. I believe you, bro. I don't think you have reason to lie to me and send me money. So it makes sense that this technology is going to evolve that way. So I don't doubt you. And I guess you know, maybe you live in an area where it's more common. So I just personally don't live in an area where a bunch of rich people are driving around. So I see Teslas, but I don't see the driverless cars. Javid's, oh yeah, I already read that one. Okay.
Runes loads a complete serving of fruits, veggies, adaptogens, vitamins.
China has successfully landed its latest unmanned craft on the far side of the moon. The Chang'e 6 will collect samples using a robotic arm and also a drill to collect material from beneath the surface. Then it's to attempt a so far unprecedented feat, launching back from the side of the moon that always faces away from Earth. All right, exciting times. Francisco Diego is lecturer at the Department of Physics and Astronomy at the University College London. He joins us now from London. So happy to talk to you, sir. There have been a number of unsuccessful attempts made by other countries to land on the far side of the moon. How significant, in your assessment, is it that China's lunar lander managed to do it for a second time in a row?
Oh, Ching Chong, we land on the dark side of the moon. Oh, me Ching Chong, you Ding Dong. We land on the dark side of the moon. We do 2 times in a row. You land on far side of the moon. We land on far side of the moon 2 times. You no land on far side of the moon as good as we land on far side of the moon. You know how to land on far side of the moon? No. We know how to land on far side of the moon. Ching Chong like a Ding Dong. That's not racist. That's an accurate depiction, description, imitation of how every single Chinese person sounds. David, showering me with love and donations, says the cars with no drivers are only driving in local safe roads. Some of those cars have drivers in them to take the wheel when the car don't know what to do. Yeah, man, I've been driving a 24-year-old Toyota Sienna, and it's been such an awesome vehicle that I don't have any experience driving a new vehicle. So I don't know. I haven't driven a newer vehicle in so long. Like I drove a newer vehicle when I rented a car years ago, when I needed to rent a car for a few days, like years ago. But I haven't drove any new vehicles. I haven't drove any smart vehicles. I haven't drove any of these fancy pants electric vehicles. And so I'm a Toyota and a Honda guy, and I buy cars and I own my car. So like I'll buy a used vehicle that I own. So let's say I'll buy like a Toyota for $5,000, and then I own it and I drive the shit out of it, until I'm done with it. And then I sell it, and then I buy another vehicle that I own. So I only have experience driving, older vehicles. And so right now I'm driving a 24-year-old Toyota, and it's just been an absolute beast. And so I'm used to driving a vehicle with all the old features, and it doesn't bother me. You see, I don't need all the fancy new gadgets and shit that everyone has in their car. It's like, as long as I can play music and play music out of my phone through the stereo or whatever, then I'm fine. So anyway, as far as all these fancy pants cars go, dude, I'm like the type of dude who likes to own my car and pay like the lowest amount for bare bones insurance and drive the shit out of my car until the wheels fall off. And I like my vehicle to be reliable. And I've had really good luck with old used Toyotas. So that's what I'm driving right now. My thoughts on Jeff Berwick is that he is controlled opposition. He's like, oh, I'm a rich crypto millionaire living in Mexico, and everything's awesome. And, we got the elites up against a wall right now. The elites are running scared. Got Lucy running around. I'm out here on a golf course in Mexico with my millions and millions of crypto dollars. I'm just buying pirate chain and living an awesome life. So he's almost like this conspiracy theorist who's living the dream, crypto millionaire, and I just don't buy it. So yeah, not the worst shill ever in my book, but he still seems like a shill. Javid says, how many miles on my Toyota? God, I think I'm at 189. So I haven't crossed 200,000 yet. So I bought it at like 165, and I think I'm up to like 189. I drove it, all the way to Minnesota and back when I almost went across the United States last summer. And I've drove it to Reno and back several times, Lake Tahoe. I've drove it to Las Vegas and back. I've drove it to, oh God, it's all over California. So it's been an absolute beast of a vehicle, and the only things I've had to replace is the tires, which you have to replace tires anyway, and it had old tires on it when I bought it, and then the battery, because it had an old battery in it. So I've only had to replace the battery and tires, and other than that, I bought an old used Sienna that has just been an absolute tank. Reliable, hasn't given me any issues, and if it was to break down, I would have no problems throwing money at it to fix it because it's been that good of a vehicle. And it seems like it's running super strong, like it's going to last another 100,000 miles, like it's running like a champ right now. And so it should go well over 200,000, maybe into 300,000. Who knows? I'm going to drive the son of a bitch a lot longer. I would recommend anybody out there, if you want to save money, buy yourself a used $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 vehicle, Toyota, Honda, Acura, and drive the living shit out of it and get bare bones insurance. And you'll save money not having to pay for a car payment every month and full blown insurance payments. But a lot of people have to have a new car. They like the status of having this new nice car or a certain car that they feel they have to have for status. So if you're one of those people that feels you have to have a certain car for status and looks, then you aren't going to listen to me. So Javid says, was thinking about sleeping in my car like you in the van life. Recommended. So the van is awesome for van life because I can fit my mattress inside the back of it. So I can take the mattress I normally sleep on and put it in the back of my van. And I have a futon deal that I use to put the mattress on top of. So I have a futon thing that's basically that holds the mattress up, and then I can store stuff underneath the futon. So you can use like a cot, or you can build like a little platform. But I recommend getting some sort of platform or raised bed to where you can store stuff underneath. So when I was just putting my mattress in the back of the van, I didn't have that much as much storage, but I had more room to sit up in bed. So when you build like a bed to sleep on to where you can put stuff underneath, or you have a cot, or in my case like a futon, you don't have as much room to sit up in bed, but you can store your shit underneath, and having more storage is like a big deal. And then you can keep it super simple without having to build anything. Like I don't have anything permanently built in mine. I can pull everything out. So like I put the futon in, I put the mattress in, I put my electric scooter in there, and then I put my suitcase in there that has my clothes, and then like a Tupperware that has like camping supplies or whatever, and then I'm ready to go. You see what I'm saying? For a few days. And so what I like about having a van that you can sleep in is you can do an overnight trip or a 2-3 day trip, and you don't need to buy a hotel room. And if you're going camping, you don't have to set up a tent. Having your bed in your vehicle, in your van, is so much easier. And if the weather gets shitty and starts to rain, having a van is way better than a tent. A tent sucks balls when it starts to pour down and rain. A lot of times they leak, and then when you get up and walk out of the tent, it's all wet. And then when you try and roll up your tent and stuff, it's wet and shit. A tent sucks. And so once you've slept in your van and you just like have your bed already set up, and you don't have to set up the tent or tear down the tent or go through any of the tent shit, it's just so much better. So it makes camping better. So even if you just go camping a few times a year, having a minivan will take your camping up to a whole nother level if you have a comfortable bed in the back. So if I want to go to Vegas for a weekend, I can get in my van and go. If I want to go over to the coast for a weekend, I get in my van and go. And it opens up so many travel options. And a lot of places are cool with people sleeping in their vehicles. And minivans are super stealthy. So like nobody really knows I'm in my minivan sleeping when I have all the windows blacked out. So I took some cardboard and I made some window blockers to where there's black cardboard window blockers at night to where you can't see in my windows, and I have a curtain. So I feel like I have privacy in there and I don't worry about anyone messing with me and stuff. No one messes with me in the minivan. So the only time I ever had anyone knock on the van or cops mess with me was when I had a big white van, because having a big white van, there's a stigma that you're a murderer or a killer or whatever, you know. So now that I have a red Toyota Sienna minivan, it looks like a soccer mom van. Nobody looks at it and thinks that there might be some crazy psycho inside there. So I will say, if you buy a white van, one of those big Ford white vans, that's going to cause you more likely to get someone knocking on your van or people calling the cops on you. And then, you know, everything that you bring along camping, you just bring along with you on your road trips. So you bring a little Coleman stove, a little ice chest, Coleman stove, you know, and then USB appliances are hot now, rechargeable USB appliances. Like now, they have fans that you can plug into USB and recharge. Game changer. You don't have to buy batteries anymore for these USB rechargeable devices, and you can set up, you know, your electricity. You can set up a little battery inside your van or a power station. Those are popular now. You could set up a power station and run your computer and stuff. And then if you are in a parking lot where there's Wi-Fi, like Lowe's or whatever, or even a McDonald's parking lot, you can hang out in your van and watch videos and shit out in the parking lot. So I don't know. I just spewed a bunch of shit at you, but yeah, it's one of the best purchases I ever made. And so a Toyota Sienna isn't the best looking vehicle. It's not going to get you laid because it looks so awesome, but it's big enough to where if you talk someone into having sex with you, you actually have a place to lay down and have sex. So you can have sex with a woman inside of a Toyota Sienna nice and comfortably, but you have to talk her into it. She's not going to be blown away by the Sienna itself. All right, Sean Jovi, fucking Bon Jovi says, been listening to you for almost a decade. Grew up in Gardnerville, Nevada. Thanks for years of entertainment, bro. Gardnerville. Where in Nevada is that? Is that like a suburb of Vegas or a suburb of like Reno or Carson City or something? Off the top of my head, I don't know where Gardnerville is. Well, you know how there's a lot of dudes who want like a car to look cool for women and stuff, for status. So there's guys who will drop big bucks on a BMW, certain type of BMW, and it has to have a black paint job and expensive black rims so that they can look this part that they think in their head, you know, women are going to care about. And there are gold digger women who, you know, see a guy have a certain car and they're more likely to want to be with him. But if you could put all that shit aside and you're looking to like sleep in your vehicle, dude, a Toyota Sienna destroys a fancy pants BMW. We got After the Fact Zach here, the official parody sock account of Zach Hubbard, and he's never lost a game. You know why he's never lost a game? He bets on the home team and the away team. Congrats to the winners. I'm just under $100 a month. So like 90 something a month. Like bare bones. I get the cheapest bare bones insurance. And so some places you can pay for like 6 months all at once and get like a really good deal. So back in the day, I used to have car insurance for like $60, but I think now it's up to like 90 whatever. It's under $100. But I have an old Toyota Sienna that, you know, it's not worth a lot of money. So, and I'm getting the cheapest bare bones insurance. So if I wreck it, you know, and it's my fault, I'm not going to get any money. But if I wreck it and it's my own fault, it's an old ass 24-year-old cheap Toyota Sienna. So I'll just buy another one. See what I'm saying? So if anything happens to the vehicle, I have enough money to go buy another one. That's the good thing about driving cheaper vehicles that run good and are reliable, is if anything does happen to it, you just go get another one. Are you asking me if I'm mad, bro? Or are you talking to someone else in chat? Do I seem mad? I don't think I'm mad. Maybe he's talking to someone else. Okay, he's talking to someone else in chat. Yeah, that didn't make sense why you would say that you've been rocking with me for all these years and send me a super chat and then ask me if I was mad, bro. That's why I was confused. No, I don't do scratch offs. So I am a professional slot machine player. I make a side income beating slot machines strategically. And so I don't touch any other forms of gambling. The only other form of gambling I do outside of slot machines is during NFL season. I make some bets. But no, I mainly stick to checking slots for advantages and only playing when there's an advantage. That's really the only way to continuously beat casino. I used to like poker and then I got bored of it because everyone got good. So now it's like there's so many good players that like to sit around and grind at a casino with all these players and try and take their money. It's not fun. There's like hours and hours and hours of waiting on the right cards in the right circumstances. And then if you make one mistake, somebody can take all your money. And then sometimes you play it just perfect and you still lose. And so what I don't like about poker is I can have somebody like dead to rights, one card in the deck can save their ass, and they get the card they need, and I lose. And I have to walk away in shame. That part I can't handle. In advantage slot play, there's no situation where I have to put all my money on the table and take a bad beat that destroys my heart and makes me have to like walk away with my head down. So there's times where playing advantage slots you're going to lose, but you're always going to win more than you lose if you're always playing advantages. So the joy of beating slots overrides any poker that I've ever won. And the times where I've lost at poker were bad and they stuck with me. And so being you have to shove a bunch of money in the pot in order to win a bunch of money, I'm just not the type of guy who wants to sit around and grind and risk losing a huge pot to some dude who caught the last lucky card in the deck. But that's me. I know some dudes out there love poker and they make money on poker and they can sit around online and play online poker and make money or go to the casino and take money off other dudes. Just not me. My thoughts on the new Mexican president. I don't even know who it is. Guadalupe Perez? Hidalgo Jimenez? I don't know. I'm just going to make up a bunch of Mexican names and you tell me if I'm right. Is his name Jose Garcia? Is his name Guillermo Lopez? I don't know. Wouldn't that be cool if I actually guessed right and his name was Javier and I totally guessed correct the first time? That'd be weird. Claudia Scheinbaum. See, I would have sat here guessing Mexican man names. And so I would have guessed wrong fucking 1 billion times in a row. I would have never said Claudia Scheinbaum ever. Yeah, man, with poker, just you can have 2 aces and then you're playing against somebody with like a 2-7 offsuit and then, a bunch of 2s and 7s hit the board or even just, a 2 and a 7 hits the board and they're sitting on, 2 pair and they have you beat already and you don't even know that you're beat and you think like your pair of aces is going to catch someone off guard. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many like scenarios where you'll feel like you're the strong one and you should be the strong one, but they just happen to catch this exact set of cards that you weren't thinking about and they totally just make you look like a fool and you have to walk away, on a bad beat. So there's just so many times where people have caught that last card that they needed and I had them basically beat the whole time and they got some lucky shit, you know what I'm saying? Or like I'm trying to eliminate somebody and then somehow they hang on and they beat me on that hand and then now my chips are dwindled down and then they come back and beat me. You know what I'm saying? So having somebody up against the ropes where you're about to eliminate them and then they hold off elimination and come back and beat you, shit like that, dude. I don't like dealing with losses and losing like that. Like I don't take it well. And so I've found that by beating slot machines professionally, it's just way more fun. And if I do lose on a machine, I don't like take it to heart and walk away like, oh, that motherfucker caught that card. Oh, he ripped my heart out with that last fucking 2. How did he get that last fucking 2? Son of a bitch. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I've had poker rip my heart out too many times. And too many people are good. Like so many people got good at poker that it's hard to be better than all these good guys. Javid says, do you ever get drone deliveries in Cali? I've heard of it, but I personally have never had anything delivered by a drone. Nope. I don't order that much stuff to be delivered to me like off the internet. I'm still kind of like a brick and mortar guy for a lot of my stuff. I still go to places and buy stuff, but I do order some stuff on the internet from time to time, but it's always just shit that they ship to me, through the mail, Amazon, UPS shit, whatever. So no, I can't say as I have. 99 on the grind, and I'm out here at a Donald Trump rally, and Trump was found guilty, but we're here to rally behind Trump because we love Trump. Yeah, I'm a truther. And primetime Outstein grind on the 9. I'm a pimp on a blimp eating shrimp. You don't know how I grind. I grind on the 9 all the dang time. You want to know how I grind? I be grinding on the dang 9 with the 9 and the time all the time. And the primetime 9 and 9. I'm a shrimp on a dick eating shrimp on a blimp and a pimp. Pimp on a shrimp and a blimp eating the pimp. Ah! There you go. I kind of half-assed it, but you know. I've been on here for 3 hours and I'm getting a little tired, so. Okay, having said that, I have been on here for over 3 hours and I am getting a little tired and hungry. So I'm going to get off here, eat some food, smoke a bowl, relax, chill out, and I will see you guys in the next video, the next live stream. I'll try not to take so long next time, okay? I'll try to do a stream sooner than later. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me tonight. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys did too. For those of you who missed it, we started out with Alex Jones at the beginning of the stream and showed several clips. So if you missed the beginning of the stream, definitely go back and watch it. Thank you guys who were here in chat, participating and donating. I appreciate all of you being here. And until next time, this is Jake the Asshole signing out. Y'all have a lovely rest of your evening, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.